Me and B live. Fuck you. This shit, it never fucking fail. Oh, he got Allen back, huh?
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole
That's
lot,
cool.
does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Primary. Oh, shit.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, touch on 2nd and 11.
Rank the fuck out the part we don't fuck with your kind.
They stay on the ground with Allen.
It's like,
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him
I
right
just got my
at the
foot to
line.
go.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
this nigga.
The defensive line, instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
This nigga.
3rd down, Brissett. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Thomas. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals take possession. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. It's brought in by Kevin
What
White.
the fuck?
Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he went there for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
And now to the air, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
Andy Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
We're set from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, they ended with no points after the missed field goal. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the toss, here's Allen. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Kyshawn Jarrett makes the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Allen, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try to run for it. This is huge.
That'd be kind of freaky win, though. I know how my
bring him
game
down right at the 45.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. Now Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. They allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
First man through. It's the fullback use check. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Second down, Brissett flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And McManus able to put it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them.
2-point conversions on every extra point, man.
Somewhat happy.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players in the space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always
looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
What?
A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come out here in the eye. Brissett now. He's got his man. It's Williams. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. There we go with 2nd and 7. We're set now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run with Allen, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back on the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Right side catch, Gilmore. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Play action, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this will be incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone distance, it looms. They can do whatever they want. Playbook. Run it again, or they can go play it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Look this man.
The Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the locker room. Time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
You mad, nigga?
What goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Yeah. We get forward progress and then they make you
Brissett on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for Baltimore first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Oh, they reviewed it, bro. They reviewed it.
Second down throw for Brissett.
Okay.
And it's incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Offense trying to avoid
shot clock. Jeez.
On third down, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always
I'm trying to bust that quarterback
that's winning football.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why he gotta be weak?
And with time
but you know, he weak because of user playing with him.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
The Carolina scored them.
Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
The Redskins tonight.
Oh shit, I forgot about
that. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more.
Monday night.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. So we got 3-1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8.
That's all I needed.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Looks like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage, you're losing the battle. Just jump over the line of scrimmage and try and battle.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Bitch, you got Norman at free safety? Get the fuck out of here.
To the 9-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
I'm sure on their side they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Brissett. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least.
This shit, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take this shit.
The last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2.
I know what to do.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come on to 6.
A lot of points. They begin the drive with Hill. A strong running. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Andy Dalton. He completes it right side to White. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Here's Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Calling a gain to 10, and they pick up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
What the fuck open?
Brissett to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Fresh set of downs here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Brissett now on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. It's third and long for Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Oh my God. Didn't even fucking
Back
click
now
on
in
him.
Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Ooh.
Returnable for Thomas.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. If I wouldn't have fucking moved, I mean, if I wouldn't have juked, I would have had that. I want to step him. Fuck.
And this offense not able to believe their good fortune, probably. First and goal at the 2.
Fuck. If I wouldn't have fucking juked, I would have had that.
They come out here in the eye. Dalton, that's caught at the 1. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Fuck, I wasn't expecting him to. I wasn't expecting him to pick that block up.
He catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
I wasn't expecting him to pick that block up. Well, where my nigga Quake at?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Despite only needing 1, Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Dalton to throw for, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Where my nigga Quake at?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Quake, you don't get your ass in this damn party? I know you watching.
The field position battle is a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17.
Now, when is this next game? Y'all know?
Second down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 30.
It's like a criminal record.
The Bengals getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run it again with Hill. And an alley to run. Cut back, left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year.
Boom, baby.
Thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. Oh, misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2.
Oh my man, I just said what I told you. Hey John, fuck you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I just kicked that out of bounds.
You didn't even let him answer, bro.
And the kickoff sails.
Whatever.
Jealous. You good, Biko? This Christmas. How I go?
Shut your way.
Shit. Blame that nigga Zoo.
If he put you in the studio, nigga, I'm definitely on my way.
Whoop whoop! Mom.
And that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. He had one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there.
Hey, P, I don't like your negativity. Y'all take that shit somewhere else.
Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict.
Probably your ass can't
say it.
Hey, you ain't lying, P. Nigga, not that part, nigga. I should have clarified that shit hella quick. What we was talking about earlier. Nigga. It was just me and you and this motherfucker.
How
do we take that away from them? How do we
Yeah.
get the advantage back?
It happened again.
Yep.
I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be what he wishes he had back.
This nigga hurt.
When
What
teams
are you
take
talking
shots
about
at the
that
end
nigga?
zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off target to the left.
Hey man, what the fuck?
It's no good.
What the fuck? I can't not
And it's hard to hold
get a
kick
fucking
from this
field
distance
goal, man.
against him, but
Fucking
he's had
rain.
3 misses for him in the game
14
so far.
fucking win. That shit ain't so motherfucking fair.
Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
It's a
I'm
loss
on my
of
way.
there, and now
Hey,
second
nigga.
down.
Hey, Nisha!
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL
You out of
guys
school?
really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post?
Yes, you do.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the
Damn,
catch,
John, you gonna let
and
them
the
talk to
run
me like that,
after
bro?
to get it to the end zone.
This fielded at the 2.
That's
And
it.
he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and he'll move the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket clear going across.
They send Green to the left on
He's the most 2 niggas in the same spot, bro. Nah.
Not happening, P.
Now play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down to the 47.
That shit not happening, big fella.
7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play fake, Brissett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss.
Damn, upplay, bro.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4th. Now whistles come in. Timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
How do you overthrow that?
They had something going last drive. Then the interception happened.
How do you overthrow that?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
What the Mayo?
At the 23.
Mathateo.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Time for a
fall.
break. We'll come back to
fucking
wrap this one up.
What you back there for?
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
Shit.
He's got a man.
Kenny Lawless already be on my team
Still
anyway.
fighting. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional
off my nigga, bro.
catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
That's
ain't
going
off
to go
my
as a
nigga,
loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's the last time I play man on that nigga too, bro.
He's going to take his offensive
Play
line
my
out to
fucking
dinner
ass
afterwards.
every nigga.
After a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They come up in an offset eye.
They tied some two things together.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock
Good game,
because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
So Wednesday,
Things that you learn.
Quake trying to play
beyond
pool
his
somewhere, bro. We got a spot
So
out
for
here called.
Cincinnati, they continue
Yeah,
to keep
we can do
pace
that.
for that first
We got a
round
spot
bye
out
as
here
they
called
move to
Teachers that I go to
11-1.
from time to time.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,
Well, we can
it's
meet
a
up at
tough
Hot
one to
Shots.
swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has
what
been a
the fuck?
presentation of the
Yo,
NFL
dumbass
on
did
EA
something.
Sports. For more, check us out at
Little
easports.com.
dumbass did something.
It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Shit, it wasn't even right. I mean, it wasn't like he did it on purpose. Yeah. Shit, just like. First fucking decent run. Oh. I'm definitely getting on Yu-Gi-Oh after this shit, bro. That don't mean shit. Kelvin, are you fucking? Oh my God. First fucking down. What? Are you fucking kidding me? That's what happens when I'm dependent.
You got that one IV.
Don't you, Pete?
P got that one eye, don't you, P?
Huh?
Huh?
What you say?
What you say?
Dirty ass. I thought it was you just said it funny.
This nigga.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, bruh. Are you serious? What is wrong with him, bruh? What is wrong with him, bruh? It was, bruh, it was blatant, bruh. It was blatant. Damn. That was blatant, bruh. I don't know what your player said to my player, bruh. He's 15 yards down, bruh. Bruh. Alright. Bruh. I'm bullshit. I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshitting. That don't mean shit. Nigga, did you not? I'm keeping you in the game with dumb, well, my team is keeping you in the game with fucking dumb penalties. Like a pass interference.
What quarter y'all on? 4. Fucked around and beat the chief competitor.
Are you fucking kidding me? Shut that shit up. Shut that shit up.
Damn, what's that?
Shut that shit up. Nigga, I know what I'm doing.
Come in. How many is it? Okay. Use the fuck out of me.
God damn. Did you injure my player?
Sherman?
Oh, deep play. Injured, deep plays.
Yeah, see what you do with that man.
Come on. Ooh. Bruh, that's the first time I've seen that, bro.
Yeah, see why you doing that? Damn, P, why you doing that like that?
I ain't do that man like that. That man did that to himself. Except.
Jay, turn your shit on.
Oh, come on. What? If you clinch the division, you automatically get in the playoffs. Did you catch that? Come on.
Good game, man. I ain't saying it no more either.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Fucking, I can't do shit else. The nigga with the best catching on my team can't catch.
I'm back.
That's all. What's the word?
Well, other than the APU was down, so they went around looking for an air start at the last minute. They didn't have an APU. I mean, the APU was down. They didn't have an air start. I think so.
Right.
What y'all gonna do, snitch?
Damn right. Yeah, bro. I go to the airport frequently.
What's the aircraft number, Beezy? What's up? What was the aircraft number?
Yeah. True. You gotta check. I want to say his awareness, but also check his
What?
oh, Trey?
Used to draw, hard to admit that I used to draw.
Don't act like you know me, bro. Nigga, this if he fucking kept it. Good blitz, bro. I can't say nothing about it. Good blitz. Why the fuck over? Why the fuck over? I'm gonna stream Yu-Gi-Oh! I want you to see this deck, bro.
Nuts. Hey, yo, Jay. What's up? You gonna play Call of Duty after I play my game?
Yeah, if I have enough time.
Oh, what? I'll tell you, what? You gotta go to work?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What?
This motherfucker. Bruh. Let him at contact, bro. Let him at contact, bro.
What you gonna do, nigga?
Let him at contact, bro.
What you gonna do, nigga?
Yeah, he'll make a good addition to my team. He wants too much money. I know how he is.
Where he is?
That's too much. Not in that position. Already got too much money in that position.
Where he at? I don't want him. Get that nigga and trade him.
Man, how you feeling, Jake? Cool?
It better not be past to the front. How? How? We both played the ball. How? Explain that to me. How? We both played the ball. There is no flag. That's dumb. They just want your ass to make it close.
How do I get your account?
Fucking chop block.